Is my screen visible?
super.
Okay.
अच्छा शाम वाले क्लास में क्या है मतलब कि 9
इंग्लिश लालन तुम अपना इंग्लिश को थोड़ा सही करो, रियली बता रहा हूँ। कैरियर है भाई, बात को समझ लो, नहीं तो महंगा
Okay.
पड़ेगा।
Actually, I want to ask you what actual time in night?
Per day we are going 9 o'clock. Actually, I think you are not the part of that group. Maybe I think that's why you're not getting that information.
Which group? Group name?
That is separate group actually. 9:32 means who was previously attending GD group discussion. Those all member of that group. So maybe that's why I will add. Because only the person who was participating there, they was going for that. And now she try to improve the English communication everyone. Okay. So means as like previously we was going, go for the group discussion.
New
See, I
assignment giving just previous assignment work going on.
had given you that invite for that group on the WhatsApp. What you telling? The assignment?
Now, yeah,
No,
now what assignment going on? Previous project or something?
no. Assignment is not there. There is a student management ERP tool is going.
Okay.
We are developing a school management ERP tool. And now the structure is ready approx. Somewhat is pending. After that, we will move in the Angular. Then we will move with the JavaScript. Then we will move with the database. These are the steps. This is the image, and this have to design this one. Then these all 32 images are there already in this. Approx 7 or 8 got ready. Now whatever is pending already they got, and maybe by this week they will complete because those all are simple. Okay. There we are not doing any dummy project. Means there we are doing a real time live project.
I want to ask you one thing. Can I take one assessment and we can do inconvenience of our time period?
But actually there will be deadline. That is the thing. Time period you can take like 4 days, 5 days. That's not the matter. But matter if you taken that means you have to complete that because I'm not going to give that same thing to other. Got it?
Okay.
That is the thing.
Yeah, okay, I will do.
That we are actually doing in that. Okay, so today we going to look over the class. Then we will continue the object because object become the advanced topic. So later we will complete that one after the class. Once I uninstalled too much extension was there. Now system got fast. Don't install more and more extension. See that when you're going in extension market, it will show that how much is installed. Too much will be there. Maybe if you installed by mistake or anything, don't install more. Otherwise, it will take time in loading the VS Code because all extensions have to load. Then only the other will work. So if not need, don't install. Okay. So what you getting from the term class? Who all Java and Python or C plus means C background? They have idea what is Java means. What is class? No one is from that background. Shivani Sinha. Yeah. What? Class is keyword that is globally. But you can't means each thing in the JavaScript is keyword. So you can't tell that is keyword. That's not correct. Means that's okay, fine. But you can't tell that. What we can tell class? Maybe had you studied Java? Any idea? Anyone?
Yeah,
No idea.
Java class we are creating for the function calling purpose.
Function calling, but
like creating
okay,
object and
okay,
object and value.
okay, fine. If you're telling that for the function calling, so now also we are doing the function call. We are creating means already we had done all the operation, correct or not? See that
Yes.
already we had done the function call, means arrow function we had written, normal function and be calling, and everything is working fine. Then why we need for the class?
Sir, basically class is a template for creating objects.
Yeah,
Okay,
object.
so object creation. So you can tell that class is a blueprint. Is this correct or not? So let's see what that it given here. So JavaScript classes are template for JavaScript object. Template means what? Template means some design, some sample, and on that basis we have to move. Correct or not? Is that correct? A JavaScript is a user-defined blueprint or prototype from which objects are created. Got it? So class, you can tell class is a blueprint by which objects are created. Mute, who is on that? So it represents the set of properties, methods that are common to all objects of one type. Means if you design one class and inside that if you retain function, method, properties, means different types we are writing there. So it will define those methods that this is the part of that class. Means it will commonly represent that set of all the properties or method, whatever is there. Got some idea or not? So, okay. Next, JavaScript class. So how we will write the class? Just 1 second. Some images were there. So see here, what is there? It's written class dog. One class name is there. That is a dog. And inside that, multiple dog will come. Means dog 1, dog 2. It representing which complete group of the dog. And whatever property they have, whatever features, these all things that will commonly represent, but maybe something will be changed, like some dogs have in gray color, some white, red, black, whatever. So different age. So every value will change, but property will be common. So that is it representing. So class dog, dog 1, dog 2. See in dog 1, what is there? State and attributes, beer, breed, age, color. Then behavior, work, sleep, eat. These all are common. See that arrow marks, it representing the common, but different properties are there inside, behavior, attitude. These all things are different common for the complete class itself. Then dog 3, dog 4. This also representing the same thing. Means group, all the feature, all the functionality inside single one. Whenever you searching any definition, if you not get clear in the JavaScript, you can search that with Java also. It's not the issue because it will be common. Definition will never change. Okay, so how we will create the class? So for creating the class, we have to use the keyword class. Okay, now create the class. So what you can tell in the sense of class, class is a blueprint If you written definition, that's fine. If not, then in notes already we had given, you can write down that itself. Okay, so now create the class. What we will do here, we will take the class keyword. This is a sentence. So we have to take class. Okay, and we have to give the class name as like function name. Same thing, class name. So suppose that what class name we can tell anyone. So class name, suppose be taking a school. CHOOL, a school. Okay, and after that in function case, what we were doing, we were writing parenthesis. Here we no need to keep the parenthesis. Put the cursor, you getting the warning. Comma is that curly braces expected. This not. Remove this. Now we not got any error. So you have to write class like this way. Okay, so use the keyword class to create the class, and always add one method named constructor inside that. So class is there, and now add the constructor. So constructor, and inside this, what we will do? We have to write our logic. Who is the unmute? Okay, inside that we will write our logic. So for declaring class, we have to write first the class keyword, and after that we have to give the class name. After that we have to, inside that we have to declare the constructor. And what is that constructor? Constructor is a method. Now the topic came method. How we deciding that it's whether method or not? Because previously we was getting method only when we was writing object, or then only we was telling, okay, this is a method, and we was giving parenthesis. Same thing here, braces. Yeah, correct. So braces, it's fine. And yeah, so suppose that you have to write one method for the addition purpose. Okay, so what you will do means you have to write one function for the addition. Write that add. This type we can write. Now what is the issue? Now we got the error. Means same function when we had written outside, it's working fine. See, there is no any error. But when we had written same function inside that, it given error. See that we got error because inside class you can't declare function. Okay, so if I have to write addition of two number, then what we will do? So we will not write the function, we will write method inside that. So how we will declare the method and how we will write the method? Nothing you have to do. Remove just first function keyword. That's it. It's become method, and whatever functionality you want, addition, a plus b or whatever, write the same type as you writing the function. Means whatever function is there, write same type, remove just a keyword function there, and it will work inside the class. That become the method. Got it? So this one is our one method, and this is compulsory to declared. For right now, remove this one already. Okay, let it to be. This is our method. This is also method. Okay, go to next. So class we had taken, yeah.
Write down constructor is inbuilt method.
Man, that will come on that topic. Don't worry. So here, so what we had done, we had declared one class. Okay, and inside the class we had written the constructor, which is means required, means always add a method named constructor. And after that, whatever we want to do the logic inside, we will perform. So we want, now we want to create one method and after that we will pass something, and then we will receive, we will operate the value as like parameter or argument we were doing. So let's see, take this example. Now class car, okay, and inside class car what we had written, we had written constructor, okay, and inside the constructor we had written name and year, and after that this name and year we had written somewhere, let it to be, remove just this one, okay, and remove this also, but let it to be. So here what we are passing, we are passing two parameter, name and year, and that name and year it will be get useful wherever you want to print. So here be receiving the value as in function we was doing, we was taking the argument like this one, remove this one, and write inside the console.log. Console.log name, and after that console.log year. We had written one class car, and inside the class car we written one method that already we had seen, that we have to declare there, that is compulsory, okay, and inside the constructor we had written something name, year, and how we will call we had not seen this thing, we will see later. Next, the example above creates a car named car, and after that class has two initial properties, that is two property. What is the property? Name and year, and after that a JavaScript class is not an object. You can't tell that JavaScript class, this class is object, because we was referring object also like this curly braces itself. Suppose you have to represent one car object, how we will represent? How we will write a car object having two property, name and year? What we will do?
Variable
We will write variable car after this
equal
to
early braces name colon
name
Toyota
colon, yeah,
Toyota
Toyota. Next, year, okay. So what we had done now, we declared one object, fine, but what it's getting the sentence, JavaScript class is not an object. Why? Because see in the declaration itself you can see that it's look like same, but this variable declaration is the necessary there, and this equal to is necessary. If you will remove these two things, then both will be same, but the difference is the class keyword, okay. So what it's telling, if this is not object but same functionality we are doing, we are taking that name, year inside the constructor and we are passing the value. So what is the difference in both then? If that is not, then what is that? So it is a template for JavaScript object. Which one? Class. Class is the template, not the object. Class is template. Template for the JavaScript object. It's not a class, is not a object. Fine or not? So next. Okay. So this way we are writing the object, and give here one example that obj is ct. Okay, so JavaScript class is not the object and it's just a template for the JavaScript object. Now come to the next. Using class. Okay, when we have a class, you have just now we had created one class. Which one? Car class. So how we can create the object? Because we written that it's a reference. So how we will create that? On the term itself, it is a template for the JavaScript object. So how it will be? So when you have a class, you can use the class to create the object. So with the help of class, what we done? We had declared the property and now we can use for creating that class. So let's uncomment this line. And what we had done? We had written this one. Okay, and here class car. And now the problem came, if we had written class car, then how we will print the value? Suppose we had written console.log name and here we had written console.log year. So how we will pass the value to the class? Because that is the main thing. Otherwise, if we had declared, then it's no any use. So what we will do? We will create the object for the class. And on each time that object will get call and the value will get pass. Okay, so let's copy this line. So how to create the object? So for creating object, we will use a new keyword, correct? And whose object we want to class create? Whose object? So class object. So what is the class name? So class name is car, correct? So this class going to create their object. And now we will pass the value inside this one. Let it to be first. And now we will assign this to variable. Let and you can pass that my otherwise oh, equal to is there. Yeah, I otherwise car 1. Okay, we had written car 1. So let's do one thing, save and check whether we getting anything or not. Is file opened? Go in the inspect mode. Check in console. What happened? We getting something. It came undefined. Let's do one thing. Comment this line. Then also be getting or not. Let's see. So be not got means this line is a start calling that one. And already in function we know who will call, the value will go on to means somebody will call, then only the function will get called. Correct or not? If we writing function name is there, function is name. So if we will call name, then only this function will get executed. Correct or not? So same type class also. So what we had written here, we had written one structure of the class and after that we start calling the class. So how to call? With the help of that class name itself. Got it? Second, but we can't call directly. Let's do one thing. Comment this line and call directly. Let's see whether we can or not. What happened? Class constructor car cannot be invoked without a new. See the error. Without a new means you have to pass the new keyword. Then only you can, because you going to create that class. So now save, now check. Now you not got any error. Correct? Now pass some variable here as we had done above. Now uncomment this line. Okay, so up to here be done. What about the values undefined? So for undefined value, we have to pass inside here itself. So pass here. So what is the car name? So car name is, and that is the string value. So we will pass inside the string Toyota, and second is the year. So year will be to 2020. Let's save. So we got a Toyota and 2020. What happened actually? When we had created this class, sorry, when we had created this class, and inside that class we had declared one constructor, and constructor going to take the value and it will print. So how we had passed the value? We had passed the value to the class. Got it? And inside the class, whatever constructor is there, it will receive the value and it will pass whoever required that one. Now, if I wanted to not to print like this 2 line, I want to print in single line. So what we will do? So we will modify the console section. So let's do that console.log and car. So I have, sorry, I have, give here car name. I have, name will come, correct, and 5 years old, like that type. So here 5 year old. Now see the output. Now see, I have Toyota and 20 year old, or otherwise you can write and purchased in. I have Toyota, I purchased in 2020. Where is the old? Remove this. So this one completed. Now I have another car also. So how we will do? Means I want to pass that also. Nothing I have to do. Create one class name again, new keyword. And after that, how to create the class? So with the help of class name, correct? So take the class name, car, new car, and pass here parameter as we was done in the above one. So Toyota, now take Indigo, comma 2019. Fine. Let's do the formatting and make that here variable. Let car 2 equal to, and let's save. Now see what happened. I have Toyota, I have Indigo, I purchased in 2019. Means what we had done here, we had created one class sample, and inside that we had done the constructor section. Got it? And after that we passing all the value, means how much data you have, you are passing all the data. How? With the help of the which one? With the help of the new constructor. With the help of new constructor keyword, we are going to construct the object, construct the class, and then we are passing the value, and those value it receiving where? It receiving in the constructor section, and then it's printing. So inside the class we will always write the constructor, and inside the constructor whatever parameter you are passing to the class you will receive there, not as like in function. Go in the function, you was writing something, data name, something very means function name, and then here pass 5,7 means 2 value you have to receive. So what you will do? What you will do here? So val1, comma val2, like this way we will write, and here data name is there, and here we will pass a 2 value 5,4. Sorry, 5,4. Like this type we was doing inside the function, because in the function call itself we was passing the argument, and in the function name itself we was receiving the argument. 5 and 4 we was passing from the function name, function call, and in the function with the help of function name we are receiving the value 1 and value 2, both value there, and then we was doing the operation. This everyone is familiar with this one. But now came to the class. So in class what we were doing, we are doing the same type, there is no any changes. We are creating the class with the help of new operator and class name, and we passing the value, whatever value as we want to receive or we want to pass. So we are passing those value. But in class section there is no parenthesis as like function name having val1, value2. Same type is not there. So what is there? There is the constructor. So in constructor we are receiving those value. So do one thing. If we will pass one more value here, third one, suppose that here my car name, whether I want to show that old or new. Okay, so pass that old. Let's see whether we receiving this thing or not. Means it not given any error. That is fine. Now do one thing, remove this old from here. Means we can pass as much data we have inside the function, class creation. When we are creating the class, that time we can pass as much data we can. It's not the issue, but we can receive data only as we want. Means that much we want. Like here we had passed new, but here we are not receiving in the constructor, so new data not came. But if I will write new also, that is, and make one variable a status, giving error because we had not declared here. Now declared here a status. Means now see what happened. In one case it came old because we had passed the old, but in second case we had not passed the value. So what happened is given undefined. Got it? But now if we not passing this one, remove this. What you thinking? We will get what? We will get any error or what will come? Because here we are passing 2 argument and here we are receiving the 3 argument. What you thinking? We will get error or it will give value something undefined or something like that.
Yes, sir, undefined it gives.
It will undefined. Let's see. So it given undefined because we not pass the third parameter, but we are telling that to give me the third parameter. But the value is not passing from here, means the owner side. This is owner. So from the owner side, value is not passing. So we will get just undefined. We will not get any error. Fine. Any issue up to here? So this way we can create the class and we can call, we can pass the value, and whatever we was doing in the case of function, we can do the same operation. Got it? Any issue up to here? How to use that, means how to create the class, how to use those things? Anyone having any issue, please tell me, because this is most important. Yeah.
New keyword is a object or constructor?
No,
What?
actually, see, constructor in the sense, constructor means what you getting? To construct something.
Yes, sir.
Correct? So with the help of new keyword, it going to create the object. Object means the object of class. Got it?
Yes. Yeah, sir.
Object means don't think that object itself only, curly braces, not only that object. Object means anything. If you purchasing, suppose that you going to purchase book, what it you can tell that I had purchased one object. We can
Yes,
tell
sir.
that or not.
Yes,
If you
sir.
purchasing foods, you can tell that I purchased another object. So
Yes,
object means like that type. So same thing here, it will create one new, you can tell that a new instance. Instance in the sense object itself. New copy. You can tell that you can create a new copy with the help of a new keyword. Okay. So
Okay,
mostly
sir.
we are telling object. With the help of new keyword, we can create the object. Like that we are using.
Yeah, sir. Got it.
Yeah. And when we are creating the new copy, then what we are doing? We are passing the value. Why? Because this much property they have. That's why we are passing those property. Suppose that like here itself, we had taken example of dog. Now come to the dog. Just wait, something is there, then we will move in that example. So with this, when you have a class, you can use the class to create the object. Okay, so object, we will create the object with the help of class. That's already seen. The above example uses a car class to create a 2 car object. Okay, the constructor method is automatically when a new object is created, means is called. Yeah, keep this point, this very important. So who going to call the constructor method? Because We had just written the constructor as like function call or method call. We was calling, see this example, function call. We are calling data names. Then only this function was calling, but constructor, nobody is calling this constructor. So when the class is getting called, means who getting called? Class 1. So as class get called, constructor will get automatic get called, and whatever functionality they have to do, they will do that. So keep this point noted that a constructor will get called automatic. Nobody will call the constructor. In interview, they are asking the most important question. You can tell that if you are attending any interview, Java basis also or anything, sure they will ask the constructor. What is constructor? If you will go in constructor, this is a deep topic. We will not go much more, but we will go just overview what is constructor or this, that, that's it. So constructor will get call automatic. This is the main thing, that's it. So if you want more, you can go in the Java side or a constructor topic, you can get that. Parameter, argument type, no means without that, like here we had pass two value. We can call the constructor without also, means we can create, we will not pass any value. So this become default, means there is no parameter. Okay, then super class, subclass, super constructor, something different types are there. So how the constructor and what is the need of constructor? So you can write one point here. When means when we will see that Angular side, that time I will tell you the difference of the constructor. Let it to be. So for right now, just think that constructor will, whatever you have to write, you will write inside the constructor because it will get called automatic. Now do one thing. We had written name and this thing. Make one object. Sorry, method. So how we was creating method? So car like this type, means function name is not there. Fine. And here this is our method, means user defined. This become your user defined method. This you can tell that predefined. Okay, predefined method. So user defined method and predefined method. Now user defined, we going to create our method. It's not, you will not tell that constructor. Here we are going to create our method. So what we had taken? We had taken car. Okay, and in car we will write something like, we will also pass same thing. Let it to be. Wait, otherwise again on the that example I will come. I think this something topic is pending in this one. Okay, only two topic. Let's say complete this one, then I will come on that. Okay, so constructor, keep in mind this line, automatically call. Nobody will call the constructor, but the class, method, function, we have to call. So the constructor method. The constructor method is a special method. It have to execute name constructor. You have to write what? Constructor. See that here we are not writing any name. Correct or not? We are not writing like constructor car name, constructor username, nothing like that. We are just write constructor. There is no any name. And it will get called automatic due to the keyword name itself. It is executed automatic when a new object is created. Okay, and it is all used to initialize the object properties. So whatever properties we are passing to the object, with the help of constructor, we going to initialize. What means the initialize? Initialize means passing the value. Correct or not? Initialization and declaration, already we had seen these two terms. So next, if you do not define a constructor method, JavaScript will add an empty constructor method. Means if you not writing any constructor, it will automatic by default add one constructor, that is empty constructor. Okay, next, so do one thing, just do practical. 1 second. I will call this class itself. Right here without class without constructor. Let's see class without constructor, whether we are, it means it's working or not. Don't know what will happen. Let's see. So remove this class and remove this also. Console.log we had written. Remove this also. Just I will write no any argument or this that. Just I will write console.log and let's see whether it's working or not. So what happened? It start giving error. What is the error? Put that unexpected keyword or identifier car dot class dot, means car dot console, because when you writing any object from the class in the inside the class, and for accessing that we have to write a car dot like that type object type. So it's giving error. So if you not writing constructor, you will get error, but do the same thing with the help of constructor. So write the constructor, okay, and pass here. Now you're not getting any error, and this will get execute also. Let's see. Commented above. No, comment this line. So see that we got a hello, but it came 2 times. Why? Because 2 times we had called. Means we are creating that object 2 times, and let's see the line number. Line number is 52 and 52. It's showing same thing because this line, but we had called 2 times. That's why we got 2 times hello. Let's comment one line. You got 1 time. Got it. So this type we can create the class with constructor, and then we can access the value. Next, class method. So the class method are created with the same syntax as the object method. Means now we are going to create the class method. So how we create a same as object method? Use the keyword class to create the class. For creating class, keyword should be class. Always add a constructor method. See, whatever we had discussed, that is a quick revision type. That's it. Now you're going to add a constructor method, and then add any number of method. Means whatever you wanted to do the properties or whatever you can pass there. Like here, see this example. So what is written here? We had written class name, and inside the class name we had written the constructor. I know that error. Let it to be removed. Okay, so we had written constructor, or inside constructor, whatever method you want, you can define method 1, method 2, method 3, how much method you want. Which method? That is user defined method, because this method we are going to define. Got it? So you can define as much method you want. Method in the sense, whatever property, whatever functionality you want to perform. That is the point. So next, we going to look over the another method. Take this example first. So this is the sample of the multiple method. Because when we are doing the code, and if we will write just one constructor and we have to do more and more functionality, then where we will write the code inside the constructor, then it will be not good. So that's why we will go with the our method. So let's move how we can create class with constructor and method. So see, whenever you have to tell that constructor, don't tell that method, just tell directly constructor. Everybody will get that. But yeah, that is a method type. Okay, so now we have to create one class for what thing? A student. Okay. student, student, and we have to pass different properties of the student and functionality. So let's start. So how we will create the class? And one thing, had you take care what we was doing? Okay, so see that in class name, wherever we was taking the naming convention, function, method, everywhere we was starting with the small letter, correct? But see that class name get started with the capital letter. You have to start with the capital letter. This is a convention in all languages. We are following this one. Whether you're working with Python, I don't know regarding that one, but Java or .NET or this that, everywhere you have to write the class name. It should be a start with the capital letter. Okay. So keep that. Don't start with the small letter. That's not the proper naming convention. Maybe you will get somewhere. Okay, so let's start one class for the which one? For a student. Do one thing. Write one class from your side for the student and what are the property they are doing. So a student have physical appearance, physical appearance, appearance like tall, comma, short, comma, sorry, not tall, short, means you can tell that height. Next, weight. Next, fitness. Anything more? Let it to be. Next, come to the study. What it be? Hard worker. What are you writing in resume? Hard worker. Then
Perseverance.
diligent. Then what you told, Praful?
Perseverance. Presence of mind.
PRESCNCE, presence of mind. Anything? Self-motivated. Okay. Next, anything? Quick learner. Okay. Anything more like a physical study? Then go with the that. Okay, let it to be. So we had written two method, means we can tell that properties of the which one? Students or any common man. Physical appearance, a study. Okay, right here income. Okay, so low budget, BUDGET budget, or high income. Right? Anything? Okay. So what we will do? We will create the method. We will create one class with this three method: physical appearance, a study, and income. Okay. SPEND. ER per day spent. We have to write three method. So how we will write? Can you start writing? Write in your notebook with this. Like see what we had done here. We had created one class with the class name. We passed one constructor. Now three method we had seen. So method one is physical appearance. Method two, study. Method three, per day spend. This type. And you have three properties or whatever properties we had taken here. So height, weight, and fitness. Three things. Means three parameter you will pass there. Then hard worker, intelligent, presence of mind, self-motivated. 4. Then we will pass 4 there. And here 1 and 2. High income, low budget, or this that. So just make this one. Write one class from your side. Then you will get problem and then solution. Start writing. Try to write in your VS Code itself. Everybody is ready with your VS Code now, or someone who is not? If not, then write with your write in your notebook. I will give 3 minutes, and within 3 minutes you have to complete that. Then only you will get the problem that where it's confusing. I coming back, just give me 3 minutes. Hello. Had you done?
Writing, sir.
Writing. What about others? Anyone completed? No need that much method, also means complete method. Just somewhat property, means method should be 3 or 4, but property, inside the property we had written 4, 5. See, in this property we had written this much. So you can write at least 2 or 3, but at least to 2. But these 3 methods should be. I want each member. Because I seen that the performance of test and whatever is going on. In HTML it's fine, but in JavaScript it's very dull. And Samir, had you attended test? In JavaScript also I think you had not attended. And who all had not attended? 1 second. Then Dharminder attended. Okay, Lalan not. Prabhul attended. Roshan. Roshan, when you will attend then test? In JavaScript also you had done just for namesake. In HTML also you done namesake.
Sir, I will attend for tomorrow, today, sir. No issue.
I not going to take because we will not accept response now. That is the thing. Because we have also some work. We are not depending on that part only. That per day we will torture to everyone. And many person had not updated the sheet still regarding that placement I had shared. And particularly I had target in that WhatsApp also, message also, but then also it's not get updated. I don't know what is mindset. If you are not interested, you can drop. I have other work also. If it not that like it means I completely depend on this only. Let me see who all had updated the contact detail. If you are not interested for placement, just mention there, I am not interested. That's it. So here, let me hide this column. I not forcing anyone that whether take the placement, study this, that. College name, go for the placement side. Just where is the hide column? Yeah. So who had not updated? Pavan, okay. Ritvik updated. Okay. Now see, what is this Vivekanand? Place of date. Okay, Pavan had not updated. Okay. Previously, I had seen that 3 or 4 member was not there. See, next time I not will remind this much that per day we are telling this thing only. Then Samsad not updated. Okay, remove the name itself. This become enough. Clear the row. 3 or 4 reminder we had sent. Okay, so 1, 2. Who is future? Wait, let me. One member. Meanwhile, just be ready with your code. I will take the code of each member. So one Asa Kiran, then Lalan. Okay, fine. And remaining all Atul, no. Okay. And then now. Everyone written now. Okay. Then how much is attending the Amardeep? Okay. How much attending means how many person attending the live project class? 1 second. This much member it's showing. Shivani Kumari, Roshan, Asa Kiran, Neetu. Okay, fine. Lalan, no. Sweta, okay, fine. Abhishek, no. Then Dharmender, yes, okay. Then Praful, okay. Then Amardeep. Amardeep, when you had came in the live class? 9 p.m.
सर हमको लगा सर 9 बजे का कोडिंग क्लास उसका बात कर रहे हो आप.
If you not attending regarding that live place means a live project class, I will not give guarantee for the placement. Anyone. If you're not attending, I can't take risk because there we are discussing all the scenario. Now Shivani Sinha, then who is this? Atul, then who is this? Samir Raja, okay. Then Vivekanand, then Ritvik. Okay. See, here we are just going for the course, but there we are discussing for the means what are the real project and this that. If you will not spend time, means if you will not, then how I can manage? In 1 hour, it's not possible. Yeah, okay. Share your code. Who all had done? Share me on WhatsApp. Let me check. Who all shared? Please share fast. Okay, so what you written? You written class student. Fine. Then next you written constructor. Recording is going on or not? Check. Then we written class constructor. Inside you taken constructor. Fine. Then you taken one method physical. Okay, fine. Then you taken another method study. Fine. Then you taken another method per day class. That's fine. Yeah. So this type actually we have to write that our method, whatever method we want, we have to describe. Everyone written. If you will not share, I will not move next. So Shivani Kumari shared. Okay, let me see. Class student, you written constructor. You written constructor. Inside that, you know. Okay, fine, no problem. Then physical appearance, height, weight, fitness. Okay, study. You written. That's fine. Okay. Shivani Kumari, I got. What about others who sending? Anyone more? Who is that? Sweta. Okay. What's the written? Class student, constructor, method 1. Okay. Height. Sweta, why you written method 1? Because our new student, you fast. You calling that? How we will call that? That's not correct. But okay. No need to write method 1 because we had given the method. Means our method. Physical appearance, study, this thing. Something is wrong, Sweta, in your. Okay, nice. Then okay, got it. Then who sent? Shivani Sinha. Class student constructor is there. Fine. Then go inside physical appearance. Fine. Study. Fine. Yeah, okay. So see, we are received someone. So everyone is fine, but someone had incorrect. Let's move with the incorrect one. So what we will do here? See, when you sharing, then only be getting. That's what you had thought. So what she had written. 1 second. Go with their code itself, then we will get the problem. Yeah. So class student, and inside the class student, write the constructor. Constructor, it's fine. Next, she written method name. Okay. method method 1. Okay. Then go with another method, that is method 2. Method 2. Then remove this console.log here. Remove this console.log here. Remove this third one also. Means, and next what we had written, we written console.log and something. Okay, let it to be method 1 and then log something method 2. So see, Sweta, you written this one. Fine. See, what is the issue in this? We had defined one method, that is method 1. Correct. Next, we had declared one another method, that is method 2. And after that, we had written console.log. Now just imagine if you had, and already our method name is physical appearance. Correct. Let's copy this. So when you got your method, declare that method. So first modification, we will do this one. So we got a physical appearance. Okay. Next, what is the method name? Second method is the study. So remove method 2 and pass a study method. What is third method? Third method is per day spend. So write the third method, per day spend. Correct. Now, where is the mistake? Any more? One more had shared? No. Means everybody is sleeping. It's fine. I will not torture anyone. Don't worry. Okay.
Sir,
So what
Skype
we
पे send किया WhatsApp पे.
Why is Telegram get open? So you have to tell that I shared in the Skype. I am not a genius that I will look
Yeah.
over a Skype also and there also. Because see, if you will write wrong even, then only we can get the clarity what mistake we had done. Because I know everyone writing the correct. What is there? Okay. class you written. Let me zoom. Can we zoom this? Okay, yeah. So what you done? You written constructor. Oh, let me download itself. Save to downloads. Just 1 second. Open with Paint. See, the class is important topic actually, because when we will move with the Angular side, same thing will be there. So what you written? You written class name, fine. You written constructor, and inside constructor you written physical appearance. This is wrong here. Okay. Inside constructor you written this one. Fine. So this become wrong. Okay. Go next. You done const student 1 equal to new student. Okay. Then const student equal to new student 2. Const student 3 is equal to this one. Constructor you taken again, and you retain a study. Then what is this study? Then you taken one more constructor. Okay. Got it. Then you taken console.log. Serially is not the matter. Matter is something that I not looking that serial or a spelling mistake or this that. I looking something different. That is the mistake actually. No issue. We will look over that solution. So see, when you will share, then only we will get that this is the problem. Okay. Then only we will get that what you had thought. Okay, let's move that. So first go with that Sweta. So what she written? She written that console.log outside. Now see the issue. When you writing console.log, it should not be inside the class. See that class name is there, and inside the class we can't write. So we have to write inside the constructor or inside our method. Anything, any line of code, if you're writing, you have to write inside the constructor or inside the method or inside predefine or our method, whatever. Suppose that if we writing x equal to 5, see that it's not giving any error because we are writing just variable declaration. It will not give error. But if you have to do some logic or something, you can't write outside. It will better write inside. So where you want, you have to write this inside the method. So this is your method or this one method or third one method. So you have to write inside that method. So this is the first mistake. Okay. Then this is our second method right here. Then this become our third method right here. Like this way. Sweta, is it clear? So we will write like this type. Constructor should be there, and inside the constructor we will define our method and we will write inside that. Got it? Come to next. Next, any error in that? No. Now come to this error. So what it done? Constructor, then physical appearance, then the per day, these all things. Okay. So let's comment this line and write that class. Class, and we will give the class name. So our class name is a student. Okay, a student, and then we will give the parenthesis, right, constructor, and inside constructor, inside constructor physical appearance, PHBYSICAL physical, comma, another one study. Okay, comma, then something per day. Okay, that's fine. We written something. We don't know what we had written. No issue. Next, he's calling that new student name 2, new student name 3, like that. Okay, so you called outside the constructor. Call that. So new. Okay, just remove stu new student one like this way. stu new let stu. Okay, now see we getting the means error. Let stu equal to, oh, 1 second, student one. Okay, what is the error? Put cursor. What is the error? A constructor method accessory or property was expected. Something is expected. Constructor is expected, but constructor is already, means this become the error. So we will not write like this type. And second thing, one key point I got, constructor. So let's declare multiple constructor inside that. So what is the correct way? Correct way we already seen above. We can declare like this way. And yeah. Okay, so we had written the constructor, and inside constructor be passing that, and whatever method we have, be written that method, be written another method, and be written another method. Yeah, one key point came, constructor. If we write multiple constructor, will it work or not? If we will write multiple constructor, what you thinking? Will it work? And now how to call this constructor? Means how to call this class, means when you will call the class, automatic constructor will get call. So let's call that. So how to call? By creating which one? Object. So in your case, Lalan, what you had done, where is the mistake calling this, where it gone? Yeah, this one. Okay, this should be not inside the class, this should be outside the class, because function call we are doing outside the function, not inside the function. So as like that, we will write outside. Clear?
Yes.
Lalan?
Yes.
Yeah, so we will write outside, not inside there itself. So next student, we written the student, and we will call this. How to create? So how to call? We can call with the help of creating object. So we created a new, and we will pass a student. Okay, and like this. So now we are calling the student. Let's verify whether it's correct or not. So capital S. So one easy naming convention is there, because maybe the problem you will get while creating the object or variable, means by creating that time. So you will take this capital letter starting, here be taken the small letter. Got it? Second, if you taken here plural, then here take a singular or something like that. So it become easy. So mostly what we are doing in the case of class, we are taking the class name here with the starting capital letter, here we are taking with the small letter. That's it. Next, so let's go to the output and look over the output. What you thinking? We will get any error? So yeah. So what it given the error? A class may only have one constructor. Got it? Means what we had done here, we had declared multiple constructor. One constructor, two constructor, and then this become the three constructor. So we can't declare more than one constructor. Clear? Had you got some issue?
Yes.
Everyone, be careful. See, when you will do mistake, that become the clarity over that topic. Now we got the confusion that we had declared multiple constructor. Then we checked what happened. It can declare only one. So keep in mind, constructor inside the class, we can declare only one constructor. So right here, it will be fine. Inside class, we can declare only one constructor. That's it. We can't declare multiple constructor inside a single. Second, okay. So what we had done here, we had written a student constructor console.log something. Now, so call this, let remove. Okay, let it to be. Don't remove. Now modify this one where it required. Remove this line first. Then okay, let it to be the property, that one. Okay, this type, fine. Let's say now create one class, dog. What are the property dog have? We already seen that examples. One second, what happened my document? Any doubt up to this? Had you got some clarity? How to create constructor? Means already we seen that how to create class, how to declare constructor, how many time we can declare constructor. Up to this, if you have any doubt, please tell me. Don't keep doubt inside yourself. Let it to be open. Don't worry that you had written wrong or this, that. Don't worry what others will think. Nobody will think anything. Here, everybody is in their benefit, okay? Whether you, me, anyone. Do mistake, then only you will get more clarity. Okay, so here we had written something dog and then dog1, dog2, and some property, a state and attribute and behavior. Two method is there. Inside that method, breed, age, color, work, sleep, eat. Now you have to create the class dog and then you have to write this thing. Now can anyone help me while writing code for this? So we taken the class name dog. After that, we taken one constructor. Now tell me what we will do next.
Create one method.
Method. Okay. What will be method name? So where we will create the method, inside the class or outside the class? Line number.
Inside the class, sir.
Inside the class means we can create anywhere. Go with that. A state. S-T-A-T-E. A state. Okay. Sorry. Yeah. So one method become the state. Second method, behaviors. behaviors, behaviors. Okay. And now what are the behaviors and method? So three things are there in the state case. Okay, let's call this method first. After that we will come to there. Means pass the value, a state, behavior, whatever is there. How to pass the value? Means how to pass the value for a state and behavior. So write here itself, let it to be. We don't know how to call method. For right now, just let it to be. So a state. So what states are there? So states are like breed. We will take this value from method call, not from here. So write that B, comma, A, comma, and C. Three parameter I had passed, that is breed and age and color. And write here console.log. And what we will write here? B, comma, A, comma, C. Next, behavior. What is there? Then again work, sleep, and eat. Then again it become B. Okay, let write full. Work, comma. I will write work 1. Okay. Then sleep 1. These all are argument, not the value. Eat 1, like this type. Then BREED, breed 1, age 1, C means color 1, like this type. Now receive the value. So breed 1, comma, age 1, comma, color 1. Then come to console here. Console work 1, comma, sleep 1, comma, and what is that? Eat. it one. So see what we had done. So what we had written? We had written one method. We had written one method that is a state. Second method we had written behavior, but we can't receive the value because we had not passed anywhere. Now call the class. How to call the class? With the
Let
help of a new keyword,
new
correct?
new
Very
keyword.
well.
Let
Dog
dog equal to
new
dog and up, new keyword missed, new, and then we will pass this one, correct? So this way we can call the class. Let's save, and what we will get? We will get any error. So let's see what error is there. Console is not defined where? At new dog. At new dog, line number 144. What mistake be done? Be done any mistake here? Comment this line. Something is there on the top. Comment this also. Class name, this not issue. Let's save. Dog constructor console.log. Constructor got initialized. Curly braces is missing or what? No. Then what happened here?
Sir, variable name and object name is same. Dog.
No, that's a capital and a small letter. We had written. One second. Let remove this itself. Then also be getting error. No. Now create that class. 1 second. Where is that car? We had created somewhere. Class name constructor. One curly brace. Okay. This become another curly braces outside. Fine. Oh, I think we had missed that one. Console is not defined at dog, line number 102. 102. Something is written mistake here, but no. Okay. Can't take console. Okay. Oh, something mistake was there. That's the thing. Okay. Fine. So what happened here? We had a call this one. Now uncomment this line. Now we not got any value because we had not called this method. So now call this method a state. So how to call this a state? So wherever you want to call, just a pass and as like function call. So what we will pass? We will pass the breed. So what are the breeds of dogs? Any idea? I don't know. Write anything. Pass American, American. Then pass another. Sorry. Pass another value. What error is there? Identifier expected. State. Then age.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir,
Yeah.
after 118 line,
Yeah. There that will get
yes,
called.
here,
So
here pass a student dot,
a student dot, then method will come. A student dot and this. This type. Yeah. See, we as like in function call, we was writing this means with the help of direct function name. Okay, and we can get that. But in the case of class, you will not get that type. Means when I was writing here, why I was writing, I was showing that error itself. Okay, so see, we had written a state and whatever arguments are there, we had passed it given error, put the cursor and just save. See that unexpected string at line number 115, this one. Now as like function, we calling that outside, correct? So now put that outside anywhere. We had written now means this method get called state one. So where is the state one? So state one is there, correct? Means this have to call. Let's save. What happened? We got again error. A state is not defined. Line number 120. Line number 120. Because previously when we was writing just normal function, Sweta, you had called this okay method. That's why I written this one. But anyway, we have to get this topic. So here, suppose you have the function name and you have to call this function. What you are doing? You're doing like this way. Is this correct or not? So this type we were calling our function. But here come to in our topic, we had declared one method. Okay, but this method is not outside that you will call. This is inside the class. So whenever the method or anything is inside the class or property, so you have to get that or you have to call that method with by taking the reference of the class. Means now maybe you will get that question that why not, then why we was getting like this type. Reference means what? No, means not the class name. You will first create the instance. Instance means a new operator. You will first create the object and after that whatever variables are there, with the help of that we will call that method. Okay, so let's do that thing. Same thing here we had done. So when you was calling this one without any reference, we was getting error. Let's comment this. Now what we had done, we created the object and after that we start calling that. So which reference we are taking? We are taking the reference of the variables by which we created the class. So dog, okay, and here we are calling with the reference of dog. Now see the benefit. Remove this. As you written dog, because that become the reference of the means which one class dog, put dot and suddenly you will got all the method whatever is written there. See that when you had written behavior, you getting that complete method behavior and whatever property you had passed. Okay, then when you coming in the state, see that it become method and what are the property you passed here. So as like a date, in date now when we created instance, we was getting all the method of that one. Okay, so next dot. Next dot, if I will not call with the help of which one instance, and we will call directly on the class name whether we will get or not. So dog is the class name dot, put dot and check. We not getting that one. Okay, means first we have to create the reference and then we have to call that one. Clear? Now, sorry. So that was mistake. And now how you have to resolve? So you have to create the class and after that you have to call that method. Now save and check whether we getting the output. Yeah. So what happened? We got American 22 and red, whatever argument you had passed. Correct. Because in first case, we was passing this complete data inside the class itself. Class means here itself. Because we was receiving this value where when we had passed here, where we going to receive this value? In which method?
Then
In constructor.
Yeah, correct. So in constructor you have to receive. So whenever you wanted to receive in the constructor, you will pass direct with the class itself. Okay. So see here I will receive only one, that is age, that's 22. Otherwise just go with the American itself. So name and pass here and receive that name and save. Now see, we received the American. Line number 102. Line number 102. Got it? So whenever you passing inside the class, it will, the output will you will receive inside the constructor. But now you can imagine if you have 500 line of code and each line of code you are receiving inside the constructor itself, it's not good. Correct? So we will not write, means we will not pass this type, means inside the constructor we will create our method and then we will receive the value. Got it? So we will do that operation. So what we done here, new dog, and then we had written dog dot state, we had pass, then it came. Now second, if I have to pass another value, how we will pass the another value? Means the state of itself, I want to another value. So take this reference and pass. Let's see whether we are getting the value or it getting overridden. Right here, Indian.
Sir.
Yeah.
Here, what need for constructor, sir?
Const-
Constructor. The upper side
Yeah.
will created one constructor.
Yeah, this one.
What need for that? Yes,
Then
sir.
this line number 101 or 115?
101, sir.
101. Yeah. So whenever you write, you want to initialize during while loading time itself, that time constructor, because no need to call, because here we are calling that method. Correct? But in the
Yes,
case
sir.
of constructor, it will get automatic called. Whatever you want, you will put there. Means suppose some requirement is like that, some variables you will use inside this value and that have to called automatic. Nobody will trigger. Means because these both methods are depending over that. So what you will do? You will pass inside the constructor. You will execute inside the constructor itself. Let's say we will modify something. Let's wait. And let's see, we getting output or it's overridden. Okay, so we got the output. Means as much value you will pass, you will get. Now we had executed one method. What about the behavior method? How we can call this method? So again, same thing. We will create one object or not? Is we will create again a new object for
No, sir.
calling behaviors? No, because we already created the object. Line number 115. We had already created. Now we will take the reference. That's it. So take the reference. Where is the reference? Dog dot what?
Dot behavior.
Behaviors. And now pass all the parameter, whatever parameters you want. So work, sleep and eat. So right here, work, ALWAYS, always. Next, sleep, right here, 2 hour. Okay, 2 hour. Then what is next? Next is eat. Okay, right here, CHAPATI. Okay, let's save. We received that. Always 2 hour chapati. Okay, now if you want to pass another data, you can do that same thing. You can just copy paste and you can pass. Means as much time you want to call your method, you can pass those much variable. Means wherever you want, you will pass. These all things actually, whatever we are learning now in the in Angular, or whenever you are learning any type of programming language, okay, that time you will get these all things. Means in React, Angular, we using too much method, create the class, call the method. Those all are nowadays all are like functional programming itself. Create the function, call. Okay, so here we had written, we had called 2 times. What I was telling. Okay, so this become one process that we directly be receiving and we are calling that. Now I not want to call and receive like this way. I want to assign with some variable and then we will do. So how to assign the variable? That is most interesting. Just we will modify in this line itself. Anyone have college or office? I will take more than 5 minutes.
Yes, sir, I have.
10 minutes. Okay. 10 minutes, is it okay? Or you will get late?
Yes, sir. No issue, sir. I didn't understand what meaning of instance, sir.
सर मेरा क्लास ही
Instance
छूट जा रहा है सर.
छूट
ब्रेकफास्ट
जा
का
रहा है?
टाइम 8 बजे से है.
क्या ब्रेकफास्ट 8 बजे है?
हाँ सर क्लास ही छूट जा रहा है मेरा.
तुम कितना बजे ज्वाइन किए हो?
सर जब स्टार्ट किया उसके 10 मिनट बाद ज्वाइन किया सर।
तो क्लास छोटा कि ब्रेकफास्ट छोटा?
सर ब्रेकफास्ट तो नहीं छूटा है लेकिन क्लास थोड़ा छूट गया।
ओके ओके, ठीक है, देखते हैं क्या उसका सॉल्यूशन निकलेगा। हाँ, दैट समीर, इंस्टांस is same as creating the object. Got it? Because in this line, what we had done, we had created the instance, means we had created the object. Which class? Dog class. The class name is dog, and that one we had created the object. Why we creating object? To use multiple time. Means with the help of, when we created the object, we are passing multiple data each time, because we are not taking the actual class, we are passing with the help of a reference. That's why always we are trying to create the object. Just take one example. Already we had done that date method. So how we was getting that date method? Means how we was getting system date with the help of date. Correct or not? So let date equal to. Now console.log and
New date, sir.
yeah, wait 1 second. We will go with just date and let's see we getting output. So what happened? We got the output. Correct? Without the object creation also we got the output. But now the problem. Yeah, so we got the output, it's fine. But if we want date, month, year, any one single value, how we will get that? We will get that with the help of variable. How you will get? With the help of variable. So variable is the date. Now put dot. So see, had you got any date method here functionality? See this, these all coming from the string functionality. Correct or not? A string, uppercase, lowercase, these all are the replace, slice, split. These all are the method of the string. We not received the method of the date. So what we will do? We will create the object of the date. It create the object of the date. So new and date. Now uncomment this line and check. What happened? Got this? Get date, get day, get full year. Had you seen the difference? What are the benefits? So each time now, when you created the object, each time you can pass the value. This was the issue, because when we not created the object, that time also we were getting the output. Output was same. See that? Output is same. But when we created the instance in the sense object creation. So when we created the object, we got all the property, method, whatever is available with that particular, it will give that. Now see. Oh, date is the method. We got the date. So what is the date today? Today is 11. Got it? So
Sir,
that's why.
how we are differentiate in instances?
Yeah, same thing. We are creating, means instance means we are creating. We are creating that object. And with the help of reference only, we are taking that. With the help of reference only, we are using the value or property, whatever they have. Clear or not? Just make some examples, means when you will practice, that time you will realize the issue. That time you will think, okay, here we have to make that. But mostly in case of class, we will first create that and then we will call. Clear? Okay. So now, yeah, what I was doing, we will create the variable and we will pass with the variable and we will then take the reference. Means we will not write this console.log. We will not write this console.log. Okay. Just I will go with one. I will not go this much. Now make one variable. So how we will take that breed one? So take one variable here, let BREED, sorry, equal to BREED 1. Okay, then semicolon, let another variable age equal to age 1. Fine. let color color equal to colo color 1. What we had done here? Here behavior is not there. Remove this. Just I going with one variable and one method. Okay, what we had done? We created one dog object. After that, we had passed the value, and we are trying to receive the value. So here we had written breed 1, age 1, color 1. And what we want breed and age means with the variable we had assigned. Now same thing, go with the console. Okay, then write which one? Breed, comma, age, comma, color. And now save. Check that we got the output. Yeah, we got the output as we was getting previously also. Then why we had used this thing? Then what is the need of passing like this? Now a pass another state a state, and what I want to print the data inside this method, but not passing any value. Means I will reuse the value from the state method. Okay, create one property, ANOTHER, another. I not getting any method, means a method name. I written just another use. What I will do here, I will write here console.log. Okay, and inside the console means remove this console.log and take this console and pass here. Now tell me how we will print, we will get any error or what will happen in this case? What are you thinking? We not get any output, correct? But how we will get output in this line? We already know this thing. We had already done in the function case. So that line also not printing, means this method itself is not calling. How to call this method? Because this value may be not get, fine, but this string whatever we had written in the console, that have to come, but it not coming. But when I want to call this line, once this execution completed, then I want, how we was calling inside the function, nested function, how we was calling? Any idea?
Sir, calling inside in state method another.
Yeah. So we will call inside the state method, means method inside the method, means as like function inside function. So this is my first one, and we will call here. Let's see whether it will work or not. So what happened? We got one error. What is the error? Error is another reuse is not defined. Another reuse is not defined here. That become the error. Means we can't call like this type. Got it? Okay. Keep that. This is the error. Fine. So how we can call? So let's say call this same type, means we already know. With the help of class name, we can take. With the help of class reference, we can dog dot and see that a state came here. So call that. Sorry. Another use. Yeah. And call this. Fine. Let's see. We got that, but another error came. Let it to be the error. But anyway, our that method get called because the console is whatever console we had written, we can get that one. Okay. Next, what we trying to do? We are trying to call inside that, it not get called. Okay, let it to be. But what I want to print this value. How to pass here? Means again, we will pass inside this variable. Correct. As like a state. As like a state, we can pass, but we will not pass there. Means we will not use from there. What we will do? We will use from this itself. Whatever value they had passed, I will receive from there itself. So which variable is there? Variable name is breed. Okay, that's why I had used here breed. but it's not coming. But same line of code it's executing there. Just tell me what modification is required. How we will receive that breed value, age value, and color value inside this. This is
Sir,
simple.
comment
Yeah.
out line number 135.
Line number 135. Fine. Let's comment. Let's save. What happened? That value will not give the value because that is written inside that method. Because we got the value up to here, means this curly brace. But I want to use that value outside. What we will do? Go with the day 1 or day 2 class itself. A scope of the variable. Where is the scope?
Can we pass where variable, sir?
Yeah, go with that. Why not? What are you thinking? Will it work? Will it work or not? What happened?
Yeah, sir, it's works, sir. It's
Where it
global.
works? Breed is not defined.
Sir, comment the line number, so that 135.
135. Okay. This is not the issue actually. Do one thing.
Sir,
Yeah.
सर कॉल फंक्शन को कॉल ही नहीं किया सर.
कॉल हुआ है बाहर में, तभी कॉल हुआ है, तभी तो ये आ रहा है ना कंसोल में. दिस वन करेक्ट और नॉट?
So कॉल हुआ सर, दिख ही नहीं रहा.
अरे नीचे में है वो, ये है वो. कॉल हुआ तभी तो वो वैल्यू आ रहा है, वो तो कॉल है. यहाँ पे नहीं लिखते हैं क्या वैर को? Can't write like this. I don't know. I think we can write. Oh, one second. Already we had written here. Okay, remove this. Breed equal to this one. Okay, got it. This dot breed. This dot. There is another one. Age 1. 1 second. Okay. No. Something. Breed. Okay, got it. This be not added here. Now we added this dot. Oh, 9.3. I have the office also. Dot breed. Age. Color. Got it. See that. What we had done? We had passed with the this dot breed, then this dot age, then this dot color, and the value came here. Means it got assigned to this variable. And in this line, another reuse we had written this dot breed, this dot age, this dot color, and with the help of this, we are getting the output. See that line number 141. Line number 141. So we will look over this, means in the Angular and TypeScript everywhere. But when you have to access the value from somewhere, you can go with this type. Got it? So then we can access the value from the another one. And what is the need of constructor? Because if we will not, means something which we want inside that somewhere, and if that will not available, that's why we want inside the constructor itself. Okay, we will look that, don't worry, these all things. But is it clear how we called, how we had reused the value? And you can uncomment this line, it's not an issue, that will also work. What happened? Breed is not defined. Oh, we have to write this dot. This dot, then this dot age. You have to write this dot color. Now both will work. Fine. So like this type, what we are doing, whatever variable, means whatever value we getting, we are providing with the this keyword variable, and after that we are using that. Anyone having any issue? Now tell me. So up to this, what we had done, we created a class, we had called the method, we added our method, then we are reusing that by passing whatever reference are there, we are passing the argument and we are printing. So this much things we had done, and this is error, we can't do this one. Okay, anyone having any issue? Now tell me. Hope, I think you got more clarity over the class. Nothing is there now because we covered everything. See that. Just to go through the documentation for quick. Class is there, and inside the constructor we had assigned the variable, like see that whatever we had done just now, like that way itself. Name and year. This dot name, this dot year, and see this dot year. It's used above one. Then we had created another one. Here we had written age x, and how we called age x. So age x we calling, where it gone? Then we created date, year, my car equal to something. Yeah, my car dot age. With the help of class reference, we are calling that one. Fine. So this was your class topic, and now JSON is there. So we will look over the JSON tomorrow. This was the pending topic, which is important. Okay. Then modules, I think module already we covered. 1 second. No, module be not covered. Okay. We will look over the module. This is just simple. It's not an issue. Then we will go with the how many topics pending. JSON module. These all are no need. Reserved words. These all, whatever is written there, you can go with this. There is nothing in this section. Debugging, already we know that how to debug. That is simple process of debugging. Then a style guide, how to use the CSS, best practice, mistake, whatever mistakes are there, performance. Then reserved word. Already we know that what are the reserved word. That's a keyword. So same things we had covered. Only one topic, modules, and JSON is there. It will take just 10 to 15 minutes. That's it. And after that, we will continue with our object. So now I can tell that we covered complete JavaScript. This was the important actually. Now whatever is pending, that is advanced, you can tell. This version, if you want, you can go through that. We already cover all the topic inside that. It will show that what are the updates came in which version, like ES5, ES6, 17, 18, whatever. We will go with that a quick revision, but not much more in that because we already know. Next is object. We will cover the object, then function, then again class is there. We will see that whether we will cover or not. Then asyncs. Async we will not cover. We will cover the same thing in the Angular. Then HTML DOM. In the DOM, we will cover somewhat topic, not all. If you want to study this all completely, you can go. You can study, that's not the issue. But we will cover only what are the important and what are the need for the interview purpose and regarding project purpose, those things only. Means mostly we covered JavaScript. After that, these all are the separate language. Ajax, this is separate language. Then JSON already we know that. Then jQuery is the separate language. Okay, if you want, you can go through that. If not, then there is no any restriction, not compulsory. Let me stop recording.